The Niners reportedly are interested in Brian Hoyer. And all I can say, my first reaction is I hope this isn't true. This would be such a bad – I should be asking you what you think, but I just can't get over it. We've seen Hoyer. He's probably a fine backup, but they need to have a backup who's like Trey Lance. Tyrod Taylor is perfect. You have to commit to a style of quarterback. I believe that. I think I actually really do believe that. What do you think?
I absolutely agree with that. If you're bringing in Bobby Hoyer to back up Jimmy Garoppolo, great, right? You've brought in another quarterback who is not mobile, who is a statue within the pocket. That makes sense to me. Kyle Shanahan himself has specifically said that he struggles in going back and forth between two differing styles of quarterback. So why would he put himself in a situation where potentially he's having to do just that? If Trey Lance were to get injured and you have to pivot to another quarterback, if they are not in the mobile quarterback mold, then what are you doing to yourself? Now your offensive line is, not prepared for that situation. To me, it just would be a poor move when there are suitable backup options. You mentioned Tyrod Taylor is out there. I believe Marcus Mariota. Both of those guys may want that fringe starter level money, but to me, I would rather settle on a Mitchell Trubisky or someone who is at least partially mobile.
See, two things come to mind when I hear Brian Hoyer. One, cheap. Yes. Cheaper than Tyrod Taylor. And maybe the Niners feel we might have to spend $7.5 million on Jimmy Garoppolo just to cut him. Are we going to spend a lot in the back? I mean, a lot of money's going to this quarterback position. So cheap, and Kyle knows him. Familiarity. And as John Lynch said, Kyle's not much of a networker. I would say get Tyrod Taylor. He's worth the money. But I think it'd be pretty disappointing to get Brian Hoyer. I mean, I think fans would prefer C.J. Beathard at this point. Nick Mullins.
I think you're right. I think that would be the worst reaction, would be the fan base's reaction. I mean, we weren't excited in 2017 when he was coming in, and we didn't have any hopes in 2017. Now we're talking about a team where we have hope. Don't bring in Brian Hoyer. Don't. Let's
be real. I mean, no 49ers fan in the world wants to see Brian Hoyer in that uniform ever again.
No. I don't think that when you see Brian Hoyer come in, yes, he's familiar with the system, but if you lose Trey Lance, God forbid, for 3 or 4 games, and you've got Brian Hoyer, do you think the 49ers are winning 3 or 4 of those games? I don't.
No, Brian Hoyer's awful. He's so bad. And so I guess beyond, the quarterback should be the same style as Trey Lance. He also should be able to win games for a month if necessary. And Brian Hoyer is not that guy. Tyrod Taylor is.
Yeah, if you're going to be a team that claims to be in contention for the playoffs, you should have a backup quarterback who's capable of winning you 1 or 2 games.
Thank you very much. Terrible idea. I hope this is a bogus rumor.